open range roamer 376 FBH here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And I've never seen anything like this. This is a highly unique floor plan. It's an absolute monster. This has so many awesome, amazing cutting edge features going on with it that I'm not going to be able to hit them all in this video. I'm going to have to move pretty fast. The other thing I want to mention is there are options and upgrades present on this RV that may not be present on every single 376 we keep in stock. This video is here for educational purposes, but you know, hang on, I'm going to move fast because there's a lot to cover and I want to get to all of it. First thing, open ranges, all of them are wide body. Most campers are 8 foot wide. This is 100 inches wide. That adds extra room inside. Now on top of that, your big living room slides are 42 inches deep instead of 36. So this thing opens up at least 10 inches wider than anything else in the living room, and that is awesome. They use a PVC, a rubberized PVC membrane that does not need to be treated on the roof. They have, you know, aluminum steel girders on the roof, fully walkable roofing, 2-year bumper to hitch transferable warranty, and I don't really know of anyone else that matches that. I know of a couple other brands that have a 2-year warranty, but the transferable part is unique, and that tells me they have supreme confidence in their product. You're going to see loads of extremely intelligent features on here, like the fact that the baggage doors open down instead of up. If it opened up, you would either hit this slide or you would have to duck under here, and we're going to get some tractor noise, I apologize, but we're moving trailers out of here over 100 a month right now. The propane tanks right here, you see that they slide out, they're easier to reach. These are 20-pound tanks instead of 30s. There is additional propane storage in this RV, but the 20-pound tanks can be swapped out on a Sunday at any gas station. They're also easier to manage, and the slide out is something that you typically don't expect to see until you're in a really high dollar fifth wheel. The JT strong arm bracers are one of those options I was telling you about that we like to put on here. You know, every RV is different. If you Google, how do I keep my camper sturdy on a campsite? It's like everyone has their own solution, but everybody mentioned these things, and they make a massive difference. They truly do, especially in a big rig like this with a lot of people. Pardon my battery box, but I wanted some power to this one because it is special. And this is preset for 2 batteries with a disconnect, and you see you still have a big front storage here, which most things don't have. Notice that they don't use that plastic screw trim. This is aluminum seam trim right here. So when the sun hits this, it's not going to shrink and expand and expose screw heads that can leak. Those things are made to work together, to bond together. I've got a motorhome behind me, so I don't have a lot of room to back up to give you the big shot over here, but just to give you kind of a passing look. The frameless windows that you see, they look amazing. They don't get you quite as much airflow, but you can still use them in the rain because they pivot from the top open in a jowlessy style. So when you open them, they go like this and give you more airflow in the rain. We've got bigger tires than most things in this class with shiny aluminum wheels that aren't going to rust up on you. We have an Equiflex suspension system. What this means in English, if you're not familiar, is it's a rubberized dampening system so you don't get all those shocks and jolts in transit. Additionally, it means that any moving part can be lubricated. Now also, if you look up in here, you have stainless steel fender wells to protect you from a blowout. You know, if you have a really bad blowout, there's still a chance you could have some coach damage, but at least this gives you a shield. We have the best water heater out there. This is a 10-gallon gas electric water heater, recharges 22 gallons per hour. That actually recharges the same, or potentially, depending on who you talk to, even a little bit more than the 12-gallon. The 12-gallon everyone thinks is better because the vessel's bigger, right? The 10 gallon's the best. It's more efficient. The 12 becomes less efficient. And notice again, these doors, when they do open up, they open up flat to get out of your way so you don't have to juggle them on your head. Now, you want to talk storage? I will talk your ear off on storage on this coach. I have never seen anything like this. This is an absolute monster. You have this full rear garage, full pass-through storage. The entire storage goes clear under the bedroom and then some. And look at this. We have just even things like a fishing pole holder up here. We have the little cargo netting to keep little stuff up there, and it even passes all the way through. We have a recessed area here for big totes, so you can put big tall stuff in here. And you get to see the structure. Everything's aluminum, everything's welded, you know. Nothing's going to fall apart on you here. This is an absolute beast. Even little touches, like they put a power outlet here. Why? Because you might throw an extra mini fridge out here. Who knows? You could do anything with this coach. It is amazing. I talked about the fully walkable roof structure. This is prepped for a backup camera, which is a little remote control module you can throw in there. The ladder is removable, so if you want to get that out of the way, you can do that and open up bumper access. And again, oh my God, look at this. You know, accessible from every single side of the coach. LED lighting even down here in the basement. It is outstanding. Even front storage access up here to get all the way up to the front. There is more cubic foot of storage in this RV than any other towable RV I have ever seen. Another thing I want to point out, look at the door. The door has this massive window in here, and it's UV tinted. So you see how you can barely see through it? But if I flip around the other side, you can see out very easily. So it's going to give you privacy while still, you know, giving you lots of light. Now, 4 entry steps instead of 3. Pardon the mud. Unfortunately, we, you know, where you just had a rain last night, and a little bit this morning. When I step in here, oh, another thing I want to mention is the insulative qualities here. Before I get there, I like to point out we just have easy light switches. Every room you walk into just has easy light switches. You know, just like you would your house. You walk in, the switch is by the door. So everyone gets worried about R factors, and if you look at the literature on this, it says a calculated value of R38. That doesn't mean the actual true value, but it doesn't necessarily matter. I'm not saying ignore R values, but use them as a guideline. The question you need to ask is this 0 degree tested? And every single open range is 0 and 100 degree tested. How do they achieve that? They have extra insulation in the floor, in the ceiling. This has 2-inch laminated walls, not 1.5 inches for extra insulation there. So it's roughly an R9 wall instead of the 7. But your roof and your floor are your main points. They have R14 radiant barrier insulation in the roof and the floor. They have racetrack ducted, dual ducted central AC systems. So you have 2 air conditioners that both feed in the same central system. And instead of going down and stopping, they wrap around. So your air constantly cycles. It's far more efficient, it's far more effective, and it gets more airflow at each end of the trailer, and that's critical. Alright, I gotta just start flying through here because there's so much stuff to talk about. True Corian countertops in a Roamer, not, you know, T-molded particle board or anything like that. I don't even have time to open all the storage, but you're going to see smarter features like this all over the place. We actually have a place for a trash can that opens up. We have what I call the perfect pantry. It opens up and slides out to you, even under the oven here. Look at this. This is absolutely enormous. And notice it's all plywood. There is no press board, no chipboard, no OSB in this coach. It's plywood or it's aluminum and it's laminated. Your TV is included, by the way. We simply take that out for storage purposes, as well as the sound bar that goes down here. So pardon the mess, that's our fault a little bit. But again, more storage everywhere. The stereo down here is AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth enabled. It does everything. It slices, dices, and juliennes, basically. Looking down here, this is, I believe it's about a 5100, but double check me on that. Electric space heater. A lot of people go, why do I need a fireplace? Because why do you want to burn up the expensive propane you pay for when you already bought their electricity? Use it. You know, it's just another view of the island kitchen here. You get a couple of these pull-out drawers. You get a couple of little sponge drawers. You get a lot of everything. Now, with the solid surface countertops, you open up the opportunity for an under-mounted sink. That is an American Stonecast sink, which is a very awesome product. And that's another thing. Open Range is awesome for Americans sourcing their products. They have more American source pieces and parts than most people. I will say Forest River is excellent for that too. Let me kick on a couple more lights for you. I don't remember the name of this color scheme offhand, so pardon me. But again, things like your sofa colors, your curtain colors can vary. We do try to make our pictures match. Now, you see this little hole in the floor here. Each side of the sofa has this giant, easy access storage drawer right here that is designed to hold this tabletop and a whole lot more. Also, if you follow our picture tour, if you didn't just see us on YouTube, please click over to our website and get to see the full tour of this RV with our pictures. I open up this hide-a-bed and show you that because there's another hide-a-bed in here. I'm going to kill these lights just because I'm on battery power and this is a big unit. We have a lot of time. Now, the front section here is another, there's so many defining factors on this RV. Look at this, attention to detail. I just noticed this little bumper here so that you don't ding up your door panel or wall panel. They have 3 easy steps and they're carpeted so that you don't slip down these things if you're wearing socks. Now, when you walk in here, This is what makes this RV the last one you'll ever need to own, ever. Because you can use this like a front living room. You can use this like a front bedroom. You can use this like a bunkhouse, like a lounge, like a den, like a man cave. This is the all-in-one, do-it-all fifth wheel. It's just stellar, and I'm not feigning this excitement. This thing's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. You have twin hide-a-beds up here. They can both open at the same time and still leave walking room in the middle, so that if somebody wants to get up at night, they can move over to their own half bath. This is a bath and a half model. This way, if you have kids, guests, anything like that, they have their own, and again, easy light switch. You saw how much of a difference that made. They have their own space in here. They have their own massive medicine cabinet, so you can keep your toothbrushes and toothpaste out of the way. And this is, you know, not cheap. This is porcelain. This is what you want. Let me flip you back around here briefly. Now, I've talked about the dual front opposing slides, giving you all that room. And remember, this is a wide body coach. Also, I'm upstairs in the fifth wheel. I'm 6'3". I'm wearing boots. I do not have headroom issues in here. This is a truly walkable front end fifth wheel, even for taller people. Unless you're about 6.5 feet tall, it's not going to be an issue. But if you're 6.5 feet tall, you're used to ducking. That's my guess. This front wall here is pure storage, and it has these really sweet, I don't know. I don't even know the style of that door, what it's going to be called, but I want to say French, but I know that's not right. Now, notice that this storage goes all the way up into the front nose cap, and did you see that it had a light inside of each cabinet up in the ceiling? All of these are high-quality LED, well, it's not going to provide any light when I shut it off like that. That was stupid. Okay, so front TV up here covers a little hidden storage pocket. Every ounce of this RV has been well utilized. These are the 3 mattresses for your airbeds, and if you've ever been to a store, you know how big those are. You can see that there's 3 of them in there and room easily for 2 more. Down here we have a shelf that is ideal if kids want to bring along an entertainment system, DVD, Blu-ray player. Over here we have an all-in-one charging center. We have a wall socket to run the college kid mini fridge or dad's medicine cabinet, depending on who claims the front end of this camper. You know, I just had a thought. I've talked to a lot of folks that have like sleep apnea and whatnot, and snoring issues maybe have caused some trouble within the marriage. You can have 2 private, separate bedrooms that everybody gets to enjoy in this RV. This thing is awesome. And full pull-out drawers here. So we have, you know, the socks and underwear drawers, or the toy chests, as it were. This can do everything. Oh, man. I got to keep moving here. I'm sorry. Looking back toward the living room from the front bunkhouse, den, living room, whatever you want to call it. Let's take a look at the kitchen a little bit closer. You see that giant residential-style refrigerator freezer over there, as well as a massive, oversized microwave up top. And notice that we even have Corian in the slide-out part of the kitchen. Now, your 3 big appliances are in the slide. They're off the floor plan. And that's why if somebody's over here cooking, the flow of the RV is not interrupted. You don't have to bump the cook, because they don't like that. Above the kitchen, we have a full-size Max Air fan with a wall controller. So you don't necessarily have to climb up there. I'm trying not to point the camera directly at it so it doesn't phase out the light. Again, 3 easy steps, carpeted so that you have anti-slipping, even just a little strip up here. Details. It devils in the details, and they really nailed it on this one. When we walk in the bathroom, first of all, I love this plank look linoleum. That stuff is gorgeous looking. Now, we have big storage here, massive storage here. This is washer dryer prepped. If you want to take the faceplates off those doors, you can put a combo washer dryer in there. So again, this RV does everything. So I mean, in a sense, if you're going to have this at a permanent type site, oh my God, look at that. This is you know, this is your laundry room. You know, they actually give you room for all this stuff. We have a standing shower. Now notice the shower is floor flush. There's no big step up in it. So, once again, I'm upstairs on the other end of the RV. Lots of headroom in here. This is not a problem for tall people. The sink, full size, big sink. You can actually get your hands in and wash. And they do leave you a handy little shelf up here for like your toothpaste and whatnot. Let me flip around the other side to get to the bedroom here. You see that the bedroom can be accessed from either side and does have sliding pocket doors on the other door. There we go. So this is a full-size 80-inch bed, not the 74-inch camper bed, basically. There is storage below the bed. Both sides of the bed do have their own little bedside stands and whatnot. So again, everyone has everything they need. Now, this is critical. If you look up here, both sides of the bed have their own power outlets for running like CPAP machines. And this side even goes a step further with extra USB and 12-volt chargers. Let me see if I can point this light over here. There we go. Check that out. So, you know, you've got lots of charging and power options in here. Let me spin you around over here. Now, usually I would just call this a wardrobe slide, but considering this is about a full 2 foot deep and at least 4 or 5 feet wide and 4 or 5 feet tall, I'm going to call this a full closet slide. A lot of fifth wheels have the bed in the slide out, and that gives you a lot of room, but it's also very heavy. So what they did here is they put the entire closet, not a half closet, a full closet in the slide. You get all the storage at half the weight. And, you know, again, I'm a tall guy. I don't have problems walking around this bed. There is plenty of room around this bed. I could go on all day about this trailer. There's so many things I haven't talked about. I haven't talked about the structure. I only barely touched on the insulation. But this is one you need to see to believe. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take care, stay safe, and happy camping.